Hey guys, MWUSA Season 5, Episode 91. It is Saturday afternoon, and about 2 o'clock, and just heading out. I'm going to make one stop today, and then go back home again. A lot of stuff going on right now, taking care of a lot of things, and so a lot of running around to do, but long story short, that gives us an opportunity to go to the casino today, which we're going to do right now. It is raining outside, 62 degrees, and I think the rain's going to continue for a couple of hours here. I also want to stop by Home Depot, get some of that weed and feed stuff. We used to have our yard sprayed every year, but I just thought it was so ridiculous. The price was getting so high. I think the weed and feed for our size yard will be about $150, and I was paying, I think, $700 plus per year. Now that was more than one application, but I think that it'll be fine just with one or two applications a year with us doing it. And then I also need to order mulch. Need to get about 200 bags of mulch as well, so probably do that next week. But other than that, there's a lot of repairs I'm going to be working on and updates and things, and then of course countertops this week, so a lot of stuff on my mind there. Got all caught up with my work stuff, so my on-call ends at midnight tonight, so I'll be off the hook, and then next week will be an easy week of work. Monday at the office, Tuesday training, and the rest of the week we'll be traveling. So yeah, that's what's going on right now, heading out to the casino, and I'll be back to update you soon. All right guys, I am back, and it was okay, not great. Walked in, it was pretty busy. Giveaway of some kind. Well, okay, to correct this, if you're a certain tier there was a giveaway, so but there were all kinds of people in there. I noticed the people that weren't part of that giveaway got like a small free play bonus, so everybody had something coming to them. Of course, I was one of the ones that was part of the promotion, and I got to pick a present, probably valued at about $250 or $300. So pretty good. So did that, and just looked for slots to play and wasn't finding much. And after I'd picked out my prize and everything and was leaving, found one more machine I wanted to play. I had a profit of $74 at that point. Almost right away was up 164, then was ahead 175, but the play wasn't over. And of course, by the time the play was over, I was actually down from that point. I ended the session ahead $146, but the rain has stopped, and actually, I think I'm going to call my wife and tell her I'm going to be a little later. I'm going to stop by Home Depot and pick up that weed and feed stuff, and then we'll head home after that. But I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow, which will be Sunday, and we'll be doing our evening into morning trip. So that's what's going on right now, and I'll be back to update you. All right, guys, I am back. It is 1 o'clock on Sunday afternoon, and it has been so crazy. Honestly, let me just start with this. I am so sick of this car already. It still has issues. They changed the oil, they changed the brakes, all that stuff. It still has a brake problem. And it's like, are they ridiculous? I mean, how do you not test it out? I feel it at 30 miles an hour when I slow down. So Monday, after everything, I'm going to go back to the dealership and say, look, something's going on here, man. You got to fix this. And then also, like right now, I turn on the audio. Guess what? It goes to FM. I don't want it to go to FM. I push Bluetooth. It wants me to grant permission. I grant permission. It doesn't work. I have to stop the car, go to little notification window in the corner, hit that, then grant it permission through that notification window, then it connects my phone. Something's going to have to change here. We're not doing this. This is not the game that I want to play. So that's first. Second, today I was looking at my yard, trying to figure out what we're going to work on for this year. And they were coming to pick up my mower today to do an oil change and all that. So I had like 45 minutes. I decided just to mow real quick. I mowed, and two things happened. I mowed and everything was good. And then I hit the corner of like what do they call that thing? It's like the sewer cap basically, but we don't have sewers. We have like a leach bed and septic tank. The septic tank cap, which used to be concrete but now is plastic. I hit that with the mower and broke it, so I had to order another one on Amazon. It cost me $45. So that gave me the idea. I need to build up dirt around that so we can just drive over it instead of hitting it over and over again and having to buy new ones all the time. So got the mower all set, and they picked it up and gone. So then I decided I'm going to go to Home Depot and pick up some weed and feed, which basically kills the weeds and plants grass to make the grass so thick that weeds can't grow there. So we stopped by a grocery store to look at this Pokemon vending machine, and we actually find something small. We buy that. Then I decided to find the best price for this weed and feed, and Home Depot had it for $70, Lowe's had it for $70, Walmart had it for $49. I drive over to Walmart and I go over to that section. I find it at 12,000 square foot coverage, and the sign says $69.99, and I'm like, yo bro, come over here for a second. And the guy comes over here and I'm like, can you tell me the price of this? The sign says this, but online it says this. He scans it, it comes up $69.99 or whatever. So I go online and I'm like, okay, let's say I want to buy it online and have it delivered, and it was like $49.99, and then they had a 2-pack for $89.96. Okay, $89.96. So I said, okay, well, I'll just get 3 of these 2-packs. Well, I wonder if I can buy it online and pick it up immediately. So I go to the register and I say, look, I want to buy 6 of these. You have them online, 2 of them for $89.96. Can I get 3 sets of 2? And she said yes. And I said, can I get this price? And she said no. And the lady behind me in line says, you know, they do match prices. I said, well, can you match your website's price? And they're like, sure, we can do that. I'm like, why wouldn't you just say so in the first place? So I went, I got 6 bags of it, came back, and went back to the same lady, and she was having trouble. She went and talked to a manager, and no, we can't do it. I'm like, okay, what do you want me to do? She's like, you have to buy it online. I'm like, I'll buy it online right now, but it's in the cart right now. Can I just buy it online, pay for it online, and pick it up since it's already in my cart? She said no. You have to come back this afternoon because we don't have any in stock. I said, yes, you do. It's a foot away from you in my cart right now. No, we don't have any in stock. You'll have to come back this afternoon. So set it up to come back this afternoon. So today, a friend of ours is having a baby shower, and so the family's helping set up for that. And so I'm heading home right now. I'm going to hang out at home for a little while and come back, pick up one of my kids, going to go to Walmart, pick up the 6 bags, bring them home, and I guess we'll have to work on it this weekend. I was hoping to get it all out today, but I'll be leaving for my Sunday trip, as soon as we get back from Walmart. So that's what's going on right now, and we're heading home right now, and then we'll come back and do all that stuff, and then we'll head out for the day. But a lot of stuff going on in life right now, but we're getting it knocked out, so I feel better. I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back. So earlier when I went to Walmart, there were 8 bags of this weed and feed stuff, and I put 6 of them in a cart, wheeled them to the customer service desk where I was trying to purchase them, and they gave me a hard time and all this, and no, I can't match it after all, and all that. You're going to have to wait, and we will let you know when it's ready. Okay. So About an hour before it was supposed to be picked up, I get a text message. We're sorry, we only have 2 of the 6 that you want. Well, yeah, that's because those are the 2 leaky ones that I left there that had stuff coming out of them. And I grabbed the other 6, which were intact, and they're over by customer service. And I told them, hey, can you make sure they know? Oh, yeah, we'll make sure. And they did nothing. They just stood there and did nothing. So I called, went to the online ordering section, and of course the chat bot couldn't help. Asked for a representative. They said they would call within 5 minutes. That was 40 minutes ago, and they haven't called yet. I called and asked for a person on the phone, and didn't go through. I asked for a manager on the phone, and didn't go through. Sorry, we're busy. Yeah, busy doing nothing. And so I drove over there. And so my thought was, I'm going to just drive there, walk right to the customer service area, and wheel the car out. I already paid for it online. What's the worst that could happen? But I decided not to do that. I went over there and I asked for a manager, and I explained the situation, and she's like, yeah, we can do that. No problem, we can match it. You should have gotten it before. And she's like, but you have to cancel your online order. I'm like, great. I'm going to have $300 pending, and then you're going to cancel the pending, and I'm going to charge another $300 again. I'm like, fine. So with her right there, I canceled the order, and then she walked away. She told the person what to do. They changed the price, and I went to pay for it, and they're like, oh, we need an override. So they called the manager. Manager did an override. Time to pay, put in the credit card, pending, and they needed another manager override. So the first person came back again. She did the override, and finally I got my bags. And this just goes to show you, customer service is dead. It really is. Now, I do want to say, though, this Honda dealership that I've been dealing with, I've had all these issues with, once I got a manager involved, they were really good. Now, I still have issues, and I'll be getting back to them on Monday, but they did everything that they knew how to do to try to fix the problem. But it's just been, I would have had all this weed and feed out by now. Instead, it's going to have to wait till tomorrow. So after work, after I'm tired and all that stuff. But what are you going to do? It's time for me to leave for my trip. And now I have to go pick up a kid from this baby shower that they're setting up for, take him home, and then I'll be able to leave for the day. So that's what's going on right now. And I'll be back to update you soon. All right, guys, I am back and just leaving home. I am ready to go, and the day has gotten progressively worse outside. It was in the high 40s, low 50s earlier. It's in the mid 50s now. It was sunny, then cloudy, and now it's looking kind of nasty. So hopefully we don't have too much bad weather on our trip. We had a long one today. Let's head out here, and I'll come back and update you in a little while. We'll need to stop for fuel also on the way down, and I'll be back to update you. Alright, guys, I am back. It's been pretty crazy right now. Everything is just not going that well. Actually, I'm sorry. No, let's just start over here. It's going really well. It's just the last one was not that good. So I shouldn't complain, because there was one that I was looking at that a friend had told me about a long time ago, and I check it, but it's never really there. And I looked at it this time, and it was, I think, in range, because I don't know a lot about it. But I played it, and I was down about $50 and had a hit for like $475 on it. That one was good. That was my first one. Then my next 2 or 3 were just losing money. And finally this last one, by the time it hit, it was overdue by, and I know the stats, exactly 300 spins. So it hit 300 spins after it was supposed to hit on average. So Luckily, I ended up actually making money on that one. I couldn't believe it. I actually made $8 on that one, but overall right now, we're ahead a little over 400 and still looking. And we'll be able to play blackjack hopefully in the next half hour or so. So that's what's going on right now, and I'll be back to update you. Alright guys, I am back, and I don't know what's going on here. There's like, I should be walking away, but I don't know why I can't. There's like a pit boss and a security guard and a police officer, and they're walking around looking around the tables, and they're not finding who they want. And here they go again. And why am I staying in the area? Why am I still there? Let me walk away from here. Had some moderate luck right now, up a little bit more, but still walking around. Haven't been able to find a blackjack table to play that was decent, so we'll see what happens with that. But right now, just been walking around quite a bit. Lots of steps today. I don't know what's happening with those guys though. They keep walking around the blackjack tables. Appears to be looking for someone, but they got 8 million cameras and a security guard and the pit boss. I mean, you'd think they would have found who they were looking for. That's why it's a little bit scary. I was watching a YouTube video about people like me who are always trying to overanalyze stuff, looking at people's expressions and, you know, what they say and repeat what they say, you know, trying to figure it out. Hold on one second, guys. The wife is calling. All right, guys, back in the car right now. Oh, I was in there for a couple hours already so far, and just trying to find plays, and I was finding them. It's just not like gigantic plays. But I did get lucky on a couple big ones that weren't supposed to be big ones, but they turned out to be. One of them was at $1 a spin, paid almost 500x, and the other one was a little over $2, paid about almost 200x. So definitely very helpful. I think right now I'm up over $800, which is like, for me, that's like enough for a day. That's a good day. 427, 97, and 316 so far in 3 different sessions. I'm hoping to get back in there and play some blackjack. We'll see what happens with that though. And it was weird. I saw that they were looking for someone. I was seeing security everywhere. And then I cashed out a voucher and I was going to walk around a little bit. And I saw a friend of mine, and he said that there was some guy going crazy, like a homeless guy or something. And that's who they were looking for. So I guess they must have found him or caught him, whatever. So unfortunate. All that stuff is unfortunate, man. Having casinos is unfortunate, honestly. I'd rather make a living another way than that. If I had the talent to do a lot of other things, I would do it. If it wasn't this, it would be crypto, it would be stock trading, be options, be sports, it would be something. But it definitely is getting tiring after a while, I'll tell you that. Lots of miles and lots of heartache, but you know, it's been good to me over all this time, and you just got to continue to work hard and work through the tough times. And definitely going through some tough times, even though the graph looks really nice. I'm not up anywhere close to where I'd like to be for the year, but you know, can't complain, and gotta compartmentalize life into home and work and slots and blackjack and everything separately, and not say, okay, I lost 300 here, I'm going to try to win it back here, because that's definitely not the way to go. Anyway, just saw my friend and walked out to the car with him. I'm going to sit here and rest for a minute and then get back in there. And he's going to a casino a few hours from here, and he invited me along, and he's going to be there till after midnight. Then it's such a long way to get home. I don't think it makes sense for me to add an extra almost 5 hours to my trip. So I'm going to stay here. And, you know, this has actually worked well for me. The last couple weeks I've done this, where I just stayed at one place, took breaks, came back, instead of going all the way to another casino. Maybe just sit in the car for 20 or 30 minutes, go back in, start fresh, new voucher, new everything, and see what we can do. So It is definitely busy in there. There's some other stuff going on in the area, so there's a lot of people here. But I'm just going to rest here for a few more minutes, and I'll be back to update you. All right, guys, about 2 hours later now, and dark outside, pitch black outside. And yeah, I still could not get on a blackjack table. I mean, definitely this week we're going to be playing a lot of blackjack. That's going to be the purpose of the trip, actually, is a place that's really good with blackjack. And I haven't had the best luck at this place that I'm going to, but it definitely has opportunity to play, and never had an issue with anybody there. And I've had some crazy stuff happen. I had one shoe where I went from $50 to over $6,000 one time. I had another time where I cleaned out all the black chips and most of the, I guess they only had a few $500 chips, and I took all the $100 chips and they were down to quarters. And I actually didn't even cash out that day. I remember came back later on and cashed it out in pieces over time. But yeah, so I had some crazy stuff happen to the positive, but mostly it's been negative at that location. But today, didn't even have a chance to do anything. I did play some more slots though, and that went all right considering. I mean, for that little bit of time, and ended up ahead another $148. So I don't know, are we up 1,000 today or something? 427, 97, 316, and 148. We're ahead $988 today. Not bad, really, considering didn't get a chance to play anything we wanted to play. And I did verify with my friend that I did play that one machine that paid me quite a bit. I played it at the wrong time, so it was too early to get in, but it worked out. So, you know, sometimes it's good to be lucky instead of good. All right, we're gonna move on here. Let's go get some food right now and reevaluate everything, figure out what we're gonna do next, and I'll be back to update you. All right, guys, I am back, and I did stop and get some food, and right now I am just continuing my trip. I'm actually heading toward home. You know, today I kind of feel like I'm more relaxed today. I feel a little bit better today, less stressed today, although I still wasn't able to play blackjack, which is very frustrating. And in fact, even some other things weren't in range that I was going to even sit at a crowded table and try to beat those games, but it just wasn't even possible. So I did walk around quite a bit. I got about 12,000 steps in, but you know, I think we did pretty well though. Still like 988 or whatever it was for the day is not bad. There's always tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be at the office, we're going to be at work, we're going to be going back and forth, and hopefully have some other good things happening. I have been playing a lot of online stuff, but I'm kind of not really enjoying it much. I'm really not. I mean, the opportunities are hit or miss. It's just not the most exciting thing. So even with some creative things that I've learned lately through somebody, still just doesn't, you know, it doesn't excite me that much. Plus, I'm having trouble with the credit cards and stuff too. So I'm depending more on like one credit card right now, and sometimes a checking account, which try not to do the checking account thing if I can help it. Now, a friend of mine told me about a possibility for a bank, and next time I'm in that city, I'm going to go ahead and set up an account and try to do that, see how that works out, and we'll go from there. But yeah, overall, today I just felt better. I had that frustration with Walmart and all that today. Still having some frustration with the car, but you know, all in all, it's a good life, and we're happy. I have a good family, and we're healthy, and all that kind of stuff, and I really can't complain. So anyway, just continuing my trip right now, and I'll be back to update you. All right, guys, I am back. So I was just thinking, when I saw my friend at the casino, I showed him this box that I made on a 3D printer holds up to 25 credit card size cards, so like casino cards would work, and he wanted one, so I'm printing one for him. Should be done by the time I get home. Stopped and got fuel. Only used about, it's round trip, I think today cost me about $30 in gas. Gas is below $3 a gallon again, so excellent price. Feeling good about that. Right now, just continuing my trip toward home. We could do some segments. What did you eat today, MW? I had BLT, had some little snacks and stuff like that. And BLT was actually really, really good. I give it a 10 on a scale of 2 through ace. And what did you tip today, MW? I actually believe I had 5 short sessions of slots, and overall tipped a total of $0. And what did you learn today, MW? Well, I mean, I wanted a chance to play blackjack at a time when I didn't know anyone there, and that's what happened. But all the tables were full. There was an event going on. It was busy in there. All kinds of craziness was going on in there, and just didn't get a chance to play it. But slot machines were king today. Everything worked out pretty well with that. Not the most exciting thing. Obviously, tables are more exciting most of the time. Although, hitting for almost 500x and 200x on a slot machine are also pretty exciting when they happen, which is not very often. But overall, today was a good day. Got a lot of things accomplished, and gonna go home, and we'll still be able to get some decent sleep before we have to get up for work in the morning. So, and again, Monday and Tuesday, I get to wake up a lot later because I have to go to the office and work regular hours, where normally I'm hours away from home by the time people are getting to the office. So, yeah, the temperature right now is in the low 40s, 44 on the thermometer on the car here. And hopefully this week, I haven't looked at what the temperature is going to be like, and I'm going to be far away from home most of the week, but looks like tonight's getting down to exactly 31. Somehow we found a way to get back below freezing. Somehow, even, you get into the 80s and still found a way. Let's look at the rest of the week. Tomorrow, the low's 34. And then after that, it's pretty much in the low 50s, high 40s. And high temperatures this week are going to be in the 70s and 80s, except for tomorrow, which is going to be cool. So not terrible. Doesn't look like any rain coming anytime soon, so that's good. And hopefully we have a good trip this week. I still have to book my hotel for that, which should be free. Pretty sure I can get it for free. If not, we'll figure something out. But going to continue my trip here. I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. If you have any questions or comments, my email is mwusa21@gmail.com. mwusa21@gmail.com. See you next time.